Okay, so 3.5 weeks ago, Tidda had some pretty major surgery on her hip here. Oh, you're trembling. She has a scar from here to here. They took out her hip joint basically because she had hip dysplasia, which is a genetic thing, and she also had arthritis, and she was just getting terrible pain. So she's recovering really well. And just now we're starting to do little walks again. But she trembles when she stands, but she's walking really good. Yeah, and the hair's growing back. Okay, good. Here we go. It's September and things are changing a little bit. Whoop. It's cooler at night. It's dark longer in the morning. It gets dark earlier at night. And I've come to this trail today. Well, for one, it's a very short trail, about the right length for Tidda to do right now. But the other reason is to do a little investigating here. Because I noticed this summer that a number of trees here have suddenly had all their leaves turn brown and fall off, and they just look sick. It's terrible. It's really shocking to me. So I was wondering what trees those were and what disease that might be. I did a little reading online, and I finally came upon the Oregon ash tree, which I'm very embarrassed to admit I'd never heard of before. I've been living here for 10 years. I think there are a lot of them right here, I suspect. And they have diseases, and they can have this thing where suddenly in late summer, all the leaves turn brown and they fall off from different conditions that they may have. But there's one that's a real problem, the emerald ash borer. Anyway, I want to investigate a little bit more what the condition of these trees might be, while going for a very gentle walk to the 0.8 miles is the length of this walk, little loop. Tidda, you ready to walk some more? Yeah? Okay. No? Yeah. So there are lots of trees like this here. I always thought those were alders, red alders, and they may be, but aha, I believe there are. Definitely, there's Oregon ash. Those characteristic leaf patterns opposed to each other. Huh. I've been walking this trail. I've probably walked it 1,000 times. It is really amazing, you know, what a modern person, the ignorance of their natural, immediate environment. of the modern person like me. It's just mind-boggling. And I'm somebody who's interested in nature. That's amazing. But you move around different states, different continents, you have no roots really. And you can just live without knowing some of the most basic things about all the beings living around you. I have to read about it online. Yes, I do believe this is an Oregon ash. These piles of leaves here on the trail in early September. It was like this already weeks ago. This is not normal. Yeah, go ahead and pee on it. This is not normal. This is something. Oh, I think I saw pictures of this. This is some kind of pest that has attacked these Oregon ash trees, and I think, according to pictures I saw online, it might be, what was it called? Looper or something. Some kind of moth. So this is the trunk of a large tree that has dropped all these leaves, and I'm looking for little holes or holes from insect pests or something, but I don't see any. But then I don't really know what I'm doing. Just a little bit of amateur investigation. I don't see any, but I do see these leaves here. And I think I know what it is. I think I can know. It's some kind of moth infestation. Now, let's confirm this tree is an ash tree. So, we have opposing leaves. In this case, we have 7 leaflets, opposing leaflets. And we have some growing out of the trunk here. I read something about that. Something bad is happening to this tree. I've known this tree for years. I've walked by here hundreds of times with Blanca. And when I did notice that there was something wrong with it, it was very disturbing. So that's what motivated me to try to investigate this. Now these leaves on the ground, that's normal. Those are from the Oregon myrtle tree, which is this fabulous tree right here. Okay. I only know about 4 or 5 different trees that I can actually recognize. That is pathetic. I've always wanted to learn more about trees. Oh yeah. All of this. Oh my goodness. There's a whole bunch here that look like that. Wow. Okay. And here are all the leaves that fell down. That webbing, like spider webs. I think that's an important clue about what might be going on here. Wow. Oh, yeah. Look at that. That is a clue. Look at that. Wow. That's actually really cool. Hold on a second. Look at that. Oh. Is it Carcon? There we go. Go. Good. There we go. Okay. Good job. Okay, so did I solve the mystery with my little investigation? I believe I did. I found some information from Oregon State University, and I am pretty sure that the culprit in this situation is the fall webworm. It is a tiny caterpillar. They eventually turn into tiny white moths, and all the leaves fall off, but the good news is it doesn't cause major harm to the tree, because it's like almost fall anyway. The leaves were about to fall off anyway, and next year they'll grow back. So that's great. So I feel good because I've solved the mystery, I think. And the trees are probably going to be okay. Now, the fall webworm is not the same thing as tent caterpillars. Similar, but not the same. They're active at different times of the year, and the fall webworms have these webs at the tips of the twigs, whereas the tent caterpillars have them at the where two twigs come together, or something like that. Now, one thing I found really interesting is in reading about the Oregon ash tree was how much basic information is actually not known and understood. I was really surprised. I thought, for sure, everything about every tree on Earth has been researched by now, but an ordinary tree that's here everywhere in the landscape is something full of mystery that they haven't actually fully understood yet. That's amazing. It's kind of exciting. Yeah. So it's a good thing to be curious and ask questions. One can fall out of the habit of doing that, asking questions.